kids, Tony here in week 2 of the Resiliator Training Challenge. Last week in week number 1, we were in zone 1 and we focused on the word stamina and why stamina is so important to building up your resilience. You should have picked 2 activities that you practiced all week and hopefully have several tally marks on your scorecard by now. So let's get ready to start week number 2. And for that, I want to introduce the key word, which is
belief. Knowing who you are and the gifts that you have.
You've got it, Josephine. Belief. It's that ability to have confidence and belief in yourself and the incredible gifts that you and only you bring to the world. What does belief have to do with resilience? Well, what you believe about yourself determines how resilient you'll be. Let me share a story. When I was a little boy, a real little boy, I loved nothing more than running. I loved to race, and I ran and ran and ran, and I challenged everyone to races, and I always thought that I won. Well, as I got a little bit older, I didn't win so much. In fact, I started losing to a lot of the kids, boys and girls, in my neighborhood and on the other sports teams. They were faster than me. And you know what belief I started to take about myself? Not that I loved to run, or not that I was fast, but I developed the belief that I am slow. Can you imagine if you wanted to be a great runner, having that belief, I am slow? But that's what I told myself for years. And after a while, I began to believe that. And my resilience went way down. I got to the point where I no longer wanted to even try out for sports because I was sure all the other kids were faster. I lost confidence and kind of began to give up on myself. Fortunately, there was a big turning point, and that's where resilience training comes in next. There was a coach in my life, Coach Keister, who saw things in me that I never saw in myself. He watched me finish races where I put my head back and I struggled at the end as most of the runners flew by me. And he said, "Tony, you believe you're slow and that's why they're passing you." He said, "But I want to tell you something that I see." He told me that he saw the hardest working runner on the team, that I had the biggest heart, and that I seemed to just love the sport. He wished that all the kids loved the sport as much as me. He said, "But you keep telling yourself that you deserve to lose, and at the end you do." He said, "What if you started instead to say, I am a hard worker. I believe in myself, and I'm becoming faster every day." And you know what? Those became the sayings that I started with. And I practiced. I am a hard worker. I love to run. I'm getting faster every day. And this was monumental. It changed everything. Suddenly, my speed started taking off. And guess what? I'm no longer the slowest runner around. I'm pretty fast. We all have strengths, but sometimes it's hard to see them for ourselves. That's why it's good to have a caring adult in your life who will help you see your own strengths. Just like what happened for me and my coach. When he revealed to me what my strengths were, and he had me write them down and begin practicing saying them, soon they became the beliefs that set me free to become a really great runner compared to anything I had ever known. So that brings us to your assignment in zone number 2. Your job is to visit with an adult who cares about you and ask, what are my strengths? Have them help you to see some of these strengths, and you write them down as I am statements, just like Josephine is doing on her scorecard. Then I want you to practice saying these each and every day throughout this week, and then even get good at practicing them for the rest of your life. It's going to make a great difference, strengthening your belief to go along with your newfound stamina and finally building that resilience. So that's a wrap here in Zone 2. We'll be back at Highland Lake Park Reserve next week, and I hope that you sign up and join us for the Resiliator on October 29th.